Good morning. Welcome to the DFS Army YouTube channel. I am Razzle11, and you can find me on Twitter at Razzle11Grinds. Going to take a look at some pitching for today, the 18th of July, Tuesday. 14-game main slate with the Brewers Phillies being just off of the main slate, which is a little annoying. But yeah, we still waiting for the weather station to be completely updated for us today. Um, but first, look, there's a bunch of games with some slight rain risk, but nothing appears to be in jeopardy. Um, no real wind. Colorado is blowing out at 15 miles an hour. But aside from that, not much going on. Most games are in the 80s, so should be a pretty normal summer evening tonight. So let's take a look at some pitching. At the top, we got Evaldi taking on the Rays. um, I am interested enough. Evaldi is a minus 135 favorite right now. Tampa Bay's offense has been so-so or lackluster. Uh, the big thing for me is Evaldi hasn't been super sharp over the last couple weeks. He does get a lot of rest. It's been, 12 days since he last threw in a major league game. He did throw in the All-Star game, but that was one inning, so not a huge deal there. The big thing was the strikeouts coming down, the walks going up. I think the rest is going to do him pretty well. So I look for him to come out strongly. He did struggle a little bit against Tampa Bay earlier, as we can see. Overall numbers are better at home, uh, underlying wise. Ks are up, walks are down, home runs are up at home. Obviously a worry there, but I think he's a perfectly fine GPP option, and right now I'm going to keep him in my pitcher pool. Obviously, as the day goes on, I adjust my pool, and members at DFS Army get the final pitcher pool that I use when I run our domination station. Next, Mitch Keller. I don't mind him, but I don't think I'm going to go there. He is a minus 115 favorite. Coming off an elite start against Arizona. Walks were an issue, though. Strikeouts haven't been as strong. We know the Cleveland squad doesn't strike out a whole lot. So that's my worry in the matchup. I just don't, I don't know. He might be good for, 20 DK points or 18 to 20, I guess. He's been phenomenal at home. I just feel like there isn't a huge ceiling in this matchup for him. So right now, I guess he's kind of on the outside looking in, but he's definitely going to be in consideration as the day goes on, just because the Guardians lineup does last a lot of pop overall, but they aren't a super potent offense. I say that after they scored double digits last night, but overall, they are one of the weakest teams in baseball from an offensive standpoint. Wanted to be on Edward Cabrera, but I need to learn how many pitches he threw in this simulated game. Uh, that kind of worries me because he's been on the IL for about a month, and all he did was throw a simulated game as his rehab. Uh, he's been atrocious on the road. Obviously, that's a concern. Strikeouts are still strong, but ton of walks, home runs. I just can't go there without getting an official word that we can get, 6+ innings out of him. He obviously doesn't throw deep into games as it is, but I still need the upside to go 6 to 7 because we are trying to play for ceiling performances. And if he's going to be limited, I'm just not interested in a tough spot on the road. Musgrove against Toronto. Musgrove's been throwing the ball really, really well. Toronto isn't. They're obviously on paper an elite offense looking at names, but they've had some struggles. They are playing better now, so I would guess that Musgrove's kind of behind like Mitch Keller for me. I'm just not sure that I want to go there. Tyler Wells been super impressive with his K ability this year, but there's home runs. It doesn't allow a ton of hits, but those home runs happen. Uh, just not really going to use them against the Dodgers. I do think there's upside there, but similar to Musgrove, are we going to get it in this particular matchup? I'm not really sure. Giolito is actually an underdog here. This could be his last start with the White Sox, even. Big name on the trade block. So, uh, overall, he's been solid. I think the rest is going to help him because his K numbers have kind of slid down as the first half wind down. Um, I'm interested just because the Mets offense overall hasn't been super potent. Giolito is at risk to allow some home runs the way that he pitches, but there is K upside, and I love K upside. So uh, right now I'm going to be taking flyers on it for sure. Uh, Maybe like a 15 to 20% play. I will update everybody later within DFS Army what my percentage ranges are going to be on my pitcher pool. Bailey Ober, here's I guess the pitcher matchup of the night. It's not via names or anything, but it's the lowest total, very similar to last night in this matchup. Ober's been fantastic. He is an underdog on the road here, but he's been fantastic for the Twins. Uh, been extremely strong on the road as well. The biggest thing in this matchup, both teams, Seattle and Minnesota, strike out a ton. We'll go down here, Brian Wu on the other side. Both teams strike out a ton. Wu's been filthy at home. So, he's only made 2 home starts, obviously. So, numbers are a little skewed, but just a great spot. He is a minus 130 favorite. So, both pitchers in that game, again, are on my radar and will firmly be in my pool. Domingo Germán, this guy's so up and down. It's ridiculous. Obviously, a perfect game. Came back, struggled, giving up a bunch of base runners, and then dominated the Cubs before the break. Uh, there's plenty of upside in this matchup. There are strikeouts to be had against the Angels. Can he pitch around Shohei at this point? That's the main question. I think Germán's going to make my pitcher pool, but I'm not committed for sure yet. The game does have a 9.5 total. It is a coin flip right now, so higher total in LA. But I'm intrigued enough to keep him kind of on the borderline. Uh, I might be more intrigued on him than a guy like Mitch Keller tonight, but it'll be interesting to see where he falls in line in my order. Remember, I tend to aim for 6 to 8 pitchers in my pitcher pool. 14 game slate. It's going to take some work to get down to 8, I believe. As we go, we can see there are names that I'm interested in. Terry Skubal, I'm just not really sure what they're going to do. Um, Throwing just 63 pitches in his second start back after throwing 58. Long break. I normal progression would see him, would have saw him at just over 70 in the second start and then, around 85 by this start. But hopefully maybe we get 75 pitches out of him. It's a great matchup. Uh, he's a minus 155 favorite. He's been extremely strong, 11 Ks in his 8 innings so far. Uh, Love the spot, but man, are they going to allow him to throw 85 plus pitches at all in the second half, or are they really just going to keep him limited, to the 60 to 70 pitch range every start? I'm not really sure. I haven't heard anything about what their plans are, but uh, he's going to be popular in the matchup. Jordan Montgomery has not been as strong at home. Has been really good over the last couple weeks. Uh, I like him enough. I'm pretty sure he'll make my pool. Probably more of a 15 to 20% play. Uh, I don't worry about the Marlins. The only bat I really worry about against a left-hander would be Soler. Maybe De La Cruz, but mostly just Soler in the spot. Hunter Brown going into Colorado. It's been better on the road, but obviously Colorado's a different animal. He's had a few rough starts to close out the first half, but I like his upside. I know that Colorado is not a very potent offense, so Hunter Brown will be in my pitcher pool. Anytime I like a pitcher pitching in Coors, even just a little bit, I automatically basically include them in my pool because I expect them to be super low owned. So it's a way for me to get 10 to 15% of a guy that I think has plenty of upside at very low ownership. Elder was an all-star, but I don't know that I want to take him against Arizona. Close the first half out on a rough performance. Ks have come down quite a bit. Walks are up. The rest might help him out quite a bit. But with him, I'm going to play the more wait and see game. He is a minus 210 favorite, but the total is at 10.5 right now. So I'm going to pass on Elder, even though the price point seems really nice. Logan Allen, been pretty good on the road for the Guardians. Was sent down, throwing a lot of pitches in a short amount of time, so that was an issue. But he had to come back up with the injuries at the major league level. I like it. The Pittsburgh offense have been struggling for some time now. I think he has plenty of upside. If he went down and figured it out, look at how he dominated Baltimore earlier. Uh, especially in May when Baltimore early on the first 2 months of the season, Baltimore's offense was just getting it done. So he's shown the upside already. I'm not afraid of the matchup, so I'm very interested in Logan Allen. Patrick Sandoval, I don't think I can go there. We did just see Griffin Canning strike out everybody, it seemed like. Sandoval just hasn't been a big K guy this year, and I'm not excited about using him when his numbers at home are atrocious. He struggled against the Yankees the first time he faced them. A ton of walks. Just not going to be my kind of play tonight. Taj Bradley, maybe he can feed off of McClanahan's success last night. Struggled against Texas first time he faced them. There's plenty of upside with him, but he just seems to fall apart. Home runs can be an issue. I'm just not going to go there against Texas, but I also wouldn't be shocked if, he dropped 20 DK points tonight. Manoah has looked good, or looked good in his return after looking really strong in his Double A start. I'm intrigued, but I'm not going to go there. He's been absolutely atrocious at home, and San Diego, pretty potent offense, so I'm not really going to pick on them right now with a questionable Manoah. Would I be shocked if he goes out and throws 6 innings and allows 2 runs and maybe strikes out 7? Not at all. But I don't know that we're going to get him to throw like 8 shutout innings with 10 strikeouts or anything, and feel like we missed out on a must-have performance. So, kind of going down. Jameson Taillon looked phenomenal in his last start. Washington isn't a super dangerous squad, but I'm not sure that I want to go there. Game total sitting at 9. Taillon is a minus 178 favorite, so maybe, but he's kind of probably on the outside looking in right now. Daniel Lynch, maybe. Still a soft spot for Lynch. He helped me win that 50K a month and a half ago. Did shut down Detroit. So there's plenty of ability there. I'm intrigued enough. Another name down here that I'm intrigued by, kind of the last name, is going to be Carlos Carrasco. Running out of time here quick, but he's been pitching really well. The White Sox not a dangerous offense right now, so Carrasco is very intriguing to me. There we have it. If you enjoy what I do bring to you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, get the alert anytime we drop videos at DFS Army. If you want to join us, I will put links in the description below. Use promo code RAZ, that's RAZ, for 10% off your monthly. And as always, best of luck, everybody.